Hello everyone, welcome back to our Safer Coffee. You might recall last time we're working on these ancient tests, which we have implemented in a way that we're using this rand function to randomly create a number in the range of 0 and 255, and then we print them out on the screen. So that's the program we're doing it, and this is the result. It's okay, however it's a little bit weird because it's not that compact. The reason is there are some invisible characters in between which create a lot of space there, so we have to solve this problem. Last time we have analyzed the problem a little bit and logic to remove these invisible characters are we can make a list of invisible characters. Then every time when we have the number created by the rand function, we could check out if that character is in that list or not. If it's not in that list, we can print it out. Otherwise, we escape. Okay, using the string we have learned last time, it's very easy to create a list like this, where you could see from here, we can just put every invisible character there in this way in a char string, as we have this. Okay, here's the part we're doing the checking. We're using actually a while loop. You could see from here, every time we are creating a new character, we will use this part to check if it's in the invisible list. To implement that logic, we're using visible, which is integer as an indicator to record the status that whether we have already found that visible character. If it's not, this while loop goes again and again until we found an valid character there, and then we can go there to print. And here is the part we're checking if the character we created is in that list of invisible. It's very easy. We can just use a for loop to iteratively compare the character C to every of the member char in that string. So this part should be easy. However, once the comparison is true or false, so we have to do something. This part probably it's a question to answer for you, and we're going to answer this. In this case, we're going to introduce this if-else statement. You can actually, it's very intuitive. You can guess what does it mean from there. If a statement will initialize a test, like the other test we have in the while loop and test loop. If the test expression give us the result true, it will execute the body part of the if. That means this part. Otherwise, it will goes to the else session here. We'll do the statements in this part. So, and remember that else part is optional. You don't have to write else part all the time. Okay, now let's use that if statement. In that case, when in this for loop we are comparing C to each of the invisible chars in the string, once the condition pass true, it means the C equals to any of the invisible chars there. We can set the indicator visible to 0. That means this is an invisible character created by the rand function. In that case, when the while loop goes to here, the variable still equal to 0, and it creates another char character C, and then we set variable to 1, meaning that we assume C is a visible char. Then we compare C to each of the char in the invisible string, and then once it included there, we set a visible to 0. If it does not equal to any of the invisible char in that string, after the completion of this for loop, the value of visible still equal to 1. So once it goes to the while loop, checking of the condition here, it will exit the while loop. Then the character will be printed out here. So that's the logic we are doing it, and repeat this process again and again. Okay, this is the result we have. It looks much better than the one we had previously. It's compact and looks more like the ancient tests we want.